Hello everyone. Doing great, having a fabulous Friday. I don't know why I forget my earbuds every time, but I forget them. And I like to put them in so that you guys can hear me well. So let me get those in. Okay. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Weeks we have been talking about figuring out what to get as gifts for your wedding party, right? And this week I want to talk about, and this week I want to talk about the last part of that 4-part plan that we've been breaking down over the last few weeks. Now, if you think that searching and looking at all the pretty gifts that everyone else has created is fun, then that's not it. The fun part is really this part that we're going to talk about today. And actually, I'm going to take these out because something is going on with them. But the fun part is really what we're going to talk about today. And that's the fourth and final part of the plan. And that is shopping and presentation. So, I like this part. And that's, the first thing that people see is the last thing that you're going to do, right? But before we dive too deep into this, I want to introduce myself for those who are new around here. My name is Amy Cole. I'm a personal gift consultant, and I help brides and grooms save time by creating brides and grooms with busy lives save time by creating personalized wedding party gifts for a memorable gifting experience. So now let's dive in a little bit deeper, right? Now, at this point, you should know what items you're looking for, like at least the type of items that you're looking for. And you are starting to zero in and finalize the exact items that you want to get and where you want to get them from. Any searching you do at this point it should be very targeted for the exact item. And when you finish, you should know the exact item, the price, where you are purchasing it from, and you should also finalize the vessel and other finishing touches. One second, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Mommy's in the middle of a live.
Okay.
Do you need something?
Yeah.
What do you need?
One of my cousins from Mississippi said hi.
Okay, well say hi back.
And she told me to say hi to you.
Okay, all right. You can tell me later.
And she said,
thank you. Sorry y'all. Real life. But yes, no more guessing. Thank you, husband. No more guessing. Your searches should be targeted, and you should know exactly what you're gonna get. And this is the part that finalize. And then you should also finalize your vessel and other finishing touches. And that's is the part that everyone loves. Now, once you have all of your items, you have gone and purchased them, you have everything in place, you've decided, you have all your items and you want to start pulling everything together. But before you do that, I want you to think about what we love to see first. I want you to think about your gift presentation. And one of the things we love to see we love most when we see a gift, and those are the colors. We love the colors. So the first thing you want to do is choose colors that are complementary, right? So for the items that you chose, I'm sorry, I said that now you've gone to pick up your items. You haven't picked up your items yet, but you've done a targeted search and you know what items you want. But also at this point, you're going to think about like what colors, the colors of the items you want to think about, are they complementary to each other and the color scheme that you chose? Like I said before, a lot of people choose the colors of their wedding, and that's absolutely fine. You want to look at the colors next to each other to make sure that the gift is going to look the way you imagine. So those items that you chose, take a look at them next to each other and make sure that it's going to look it's going to give you a beautiful presentation in the gift, right? Because sometimes if the colors are off, the presentation, it throws off the presentation just a bit. But once you have your colors down, you've looked at your items and everything looks good, you want to choose your vessel. And you don't want to choose your vessel. And by vessel, I just mean your box, bag, or basket. I like to call it a vessel because it's what holds your items that you're going to present your gift in. But you want to choose your vessel after you have your items, so that you can be sure that the items actually fit into the box, bag, or basket. Right? You want to be sure that you know the size of the items so you can figure out what vessel works best. And I tend to like a box. So you'll hear me say box a lot, but I have also created gifts in bags, in bags and baskets as vessels, right? For a beautiful presentation, I want you guys to really think about this one. Do not put too much stuff into your gift. Sometimes we want to put everything we can think of into this vessel that we've purchased, but you want to choose things that have that are most meaningful, those things that are going to have an impact on the recipients. And remember, you want to make it meaningful. You want to make it personalized yet memorable, and pretty at the same time. So try not to put too much stuff in the gift. Another thing I want you to remember when thinking about your gift presentation is to decide how you will arrange the items. Before you can use the box, but typically before I purchase the box, to figure out what size box, I arrange the items just on a flat surface. Just arrange the items how I think that I want them to be presented in the box. So that is something that you want to think about. You want to arrange them in a way that makes the eyes dance when the person opens the gift. You want to take some time and figure out what your focal item is, and then arrange the rest of the items around that. What do you want the person's eyes to look at first when they open the gift? And then for gift presentation, you should also think about coordinating ribbons, tissue, and filler. And sometimes people leave this out, but and it's often the last thing. Like, people are rushing to be like, oh, I need this. But think about it when you're contemplating how you want to present the gifts or what you want the presentation to look like. Really, it should be thought about up front, but when you choose your colors, that should dictate what color ribbon, filler, tissue, whatever that you're going to use. But if you're not using ribbon, then decide if you want to put the names directly on the vessel, or if you want to use something like a belly band, or a belly band for the gift. Do you want to use vinyl or letters made of wood, metal, or foam, or some other material? But you want to decide what the outside of your packaging or your gift is going to look like. Now, if you choose to use tissue paper, then you want to decide how you will coordinate that. Will it be solid, or will it have a print on there? Now, there are a lot of options for tissue paper. You can have tissue paper custom created for you, with sayings, a logo, any of that. So you want to think about if you're going to use tissue, how you're going to coordinate the tissue. What color is it going to be? Is it going to be solid, or will it have a print? Make sure, if you're going to use filler, in which I do definitely suggest using filler if you're creating the gift in a basket or a box. I suggest creating or using the filler. And you want to make sure you get enough in the right color. And I like to make gifts look nicer. I think it makes the gifts look nicer in boxes and baskets. But you have to make sure, like I said, you have enough of it, because filler is not an accessory. It's not something that you sprinkle on. If you're using filler, the actual purpose is really to make sure that your items are protected, and that to make sure that they don't move in the box. If you're going to, even if you're hand delivering it, but especially if you're going to mail the gifts, if you have to mail the gifts, especially during this time, you want to make, and you have items that are made of glass or something that can easily be punctured, you want to make sure that you have enough filler to separate the items so that they do not move in the process of handling them during shipping or delivery. So, this helps. It also helps with the gift presentation as well. You can get, a specific color that will bring out the rest of the colors of the items in the gift. But lastly, but not least, in your gift presentation, you definitely want to decide what you're going to do for stationery, if you will include it or not. Don't forget about your stationery. I suggest including it. You should always include a handwritten note on a coordinating card. That's my opinion, right? It has definitely worked for me. I think people love to read the handwritten notes, or just even if it's typed. People love to read the notes, just to know your thoughts and feelings behind the gift, right? So definitely you want to include a note on a coordinating card if you are able to. And if you are using ribbon, you want to get a matching gift tag. If you have tissue, think about getting a sticker or a label that is also coordinating with the colors of your gift to close the tissue. Those are just some things that I believe will help you create a beautiful gift presentation for your bridesmaids and groomsmen. I think these things make the gifts really pretty. So I hope that has been helpful for you. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or comments. If you have questions and you don't want to put them in the comment section, you can definitely send me a DM and I will respond to you there. But listen, if you have been watching these videos and you are deciding that you do not have the time to do any of this, then I want you to run and click the link in the caption. I've also linked it in this video. You should see it pop up. And schedule a free consultation with me, and let's see how I can help you. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any questions specifically about gift presentation, any of the things that we talked about. If you're having trouble being more targeted in your search, shoot me a DM and ask the question. I definitely am open to giving you guys the answers that you need. I want to be as helpful as I possibly can. But my work, where to find my work. If you want to see more of my work, you can check it out here or over on Instagram. You can check it out over there and follow us over there. We're also on YouTube. You can binge watch our videos on YouTube. But if you go to YouTube, make sure you like the videos, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you know when I upload the next video. But if you're watching a replay, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you as well. Please say hello in the comments so that I know that you stopped by, and so that I can say hello back. But that is all that I have for you all today. I hope that this information has been helpful to you. If you if you found your way here and you are trying to figure out what to get your bridesmaids and groomsmen, go back to the first video in this series and watch. I think the first video is figuring out what to get as gifts for your bridesmaids and groomsmen, and I believe it's 6 weeks back. Yes. So go back 6 weeks, watch this series of videos, and I break down the plan to get you there, to help you figure out what to get step by step. But that is all that I have for you guys. Until next time, happy gifting and many blessings.